Welcome to Ninite Instructions. As I mentioned in my website, Ninite is the safest website to download free programs. Next is Ninite.com. When you go to Ninite.com, this is what it looks like. You have to click on the right line to scroll down. Next, I will zoom in so you can see the download options. Here is the list on the left. To download, you have to click on the box left of the program. Next is what I recommend to download on this list. Vista Windows 7 and Windows 8 has Internet Explorer browser. Windows 10 has Edge browser and Internet Explorer browser. If you don't have other browsers, I recommend you download Google Chrome and Firefox. Next is the ones I downloaded. I also downloaded Opera. Skype is good to use to webcam a person if they have Skype. Dropbox is a good backup for your computer. Next is a list in the middle. If you have Windows 8 or 10, I recommend you download VLC Media Player that plays videos and music. Next is the other ones I downloaded. iTunes is good if you have an iPod. Audacity is good to edit music. Google Earth does a search on your computer versus a browser. Next is the last list on the right. If you don't have a PDF reader on your computer, I recommend you download Foxit Reader. If you don't have Microsoft Office, you may want to download LibreOffice or OpenOffice. If you have Windows 8 or 10, I recommend you download Classic Start Menu. It is similar to Windows 7 and it is easier than the Windows 8 and 10 Start Menu. If you don't have Malwarebytes, I recommend you download it. Next is the other ones I downloaded. Review is an uninstaller that cleans more. Avast is an antivirus to use versus Windows Defender. Next explains how to download and what happens with different browsers. I decided to uninstall Foxit Reader and VLC so I could show you how to download them. As I mentioned in my website, you can download multiple programs at the same time. You click on the boxes next to the programs you want to download. Next is a sample of Foxit Reader and VLC. Here's a sample of clicking on the boxes left of the Foxit Reader and VLC. Once you click on the boxes of the programs you want to download, you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom. Next is what happens with Edge. If you have Edge browser on Windows 10, a new window is open at the bottom. I will be showing you later what happens with other browsers like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Google Chrome, and Opera. I recommend you first click on icon next to save. The reason is that it saves the file on your computer, and each month you can double click on it on your computer to update the programs. If you click on Run, it doesn't save the file on your computer. Next is what happens when you click on it. When you click on it, you see Save As. If you click on Save, it saves it to the Downloads folder on your computer. If you click on Save As, a new window opens and you can create a new folder to save, and also you can change the name. Next is the window that opens when you click on Save As. Here's the window that opens when you click on Save As. It is like File Explorer. You can click on Documents and click on New Folder and type in the name of the folder like Ninite. Once complete, click on Save, and next is what happens. Once you click on Save on the window closes and the window at the bottom changes and you can click on Run. I will show you later what happens when you click on Run. Next is what happens when you click on get your Ninite at the bottom with Internet Explorer browser. A new window opens at the bottom in Internet Explorer, and it is similar to Edge browser. As I mentioned before, click on the icon next to Save, and next is what happens. It is similar to Edge browser, but it shows Save and Run. If you click on Save and Run, it saves the file to the Downloads folder on your computer and automatically starts to download the programs. If you click on Save As, it is the same as I showed you in Edge browser. As I mentioned before, I will show you later what happens when you click on Run. Next is what happens when you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom with Firefox browser. A new window opens in the middle, and you have to click on Save File. It saves the Ninite file to the Downloads folder on your computer. Next is how to open it. In the upper right, there is a download icon. When you click on it, you see the name of the file. When you hover over it, it shows Open File. Click on the file to open. As I mentioned before, later I will show you what happens. Next is what happens when you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom with Google Chrome browser. When you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom with Google Chrome, it downloads the file to your Downloads folder on your computer. You see it in the bottom at the left. When you click on the drop down icon, you see a list and click on Open. As I mentioned before, later I will show you what happens. Next is what happens when you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom with Opera browser. When you click on Get Your Ninite at the bottom with Opera browser, a new window opens, like I showed you before. You can follow the same process. Once complete, next is how to open it. In the upper right, there is a download icon that is similar to Firefox. When you click on it, you see the name of the file. Click on the file to open it. You may have to double click on it. Next is what happens when you do that. It is the same when you click on Run with Edge and Internet Explorer, and it is the same when you click on Open in Google Chrome and Firefox. A new window opens and you click on Yes. Next is what happens. Window closes and a new window opens, and you see it is in process. Next is what it looks like when it is complete. You see it finished. You click on Close to close the window. Next explains when it is finished. When it is finished, most of the programs have icons on your desktop. The classic Start menu does not have an icon on your desktop, and it changes the Start menu. I will show you later what it looks like in Windows 10. Next is a sample of icons on my desktop. Here's a sample of icons of the programs I just downloaded. There is also others that I downloaded before. Next is how to pin to taskbar. You right-click on an icon you want to put on your taskbar, like Opera. You then see a list and click on Pin to Taskbar. Next is a sample. Here's a sample of Pin to Taskbar with Opera. Next is about the classic Start menu with Windows 10. When you download classic Start menu from Ninite, it changes the Start menu, but the icon is the same. You can right-click on it and click on Settings to change the icon, like Windows 7. Next is what happens when you click on Settings. A new window opens, and click on the box left of Replace Start button, and next is what happens. When you click on the box, the icon changes. Click on OK to close the window. Next is a sample when you click on the icon. Here's a sample when you click on the icon. This is the end of the Ninite instructions.